What up guys, and welcome to the LUISI21 vlog once again. It feels like a podcast because last time I did the podcast I was sitting here and I've just lined this camera up with the mirror over there so I can see if it ever stops recording, which it always does because I don't have any luck with cameras. But yeah, what it's all about today is Logan Paul v KSI 2, and it's done. KSI marginally beat Logan, I would say. He is the better boxer, and they were both gentlemen and they made peace, which was the best thing. But only as a YouTuber you can understand what this does for YouTube. We're mainstream, or they're mainstream. It's going to take me a while yet, but YouTube and YouTubers are mainstream now. I mean, Sky Sports, the Zone were covering this event. It was a proper event, like boxing event. Yeah, they're not pro boxers. They fought and they train like pro boxers, yeah. And that is it, I think. Too many YouTubers fighting will not go down well because these were the top, you know, and we'll see. We'll see in the future. But anyway, roll the intro, and yeah, I'm going to talk about the fight basically. So yeah guys, I do have to thank Logan and KSI because without them, YouTubers wouldn't be mainstream. It's amazing for the industry. I knew it would happen, I had a feeling it would come. It was on the way, you know, since the first fight. And then here we are. Amazing, really. It's hard to put my head around it, I can't believe it's over, to be honest. The build-up was intense, crazy, all the beef. Shannon Briggs and Vidal Riley as well. There's just too much going on. It was too exciting. Way too exciting. Commiserations to Logan. Congrats to KSI. I've always been a fan of both. But in the first fight, I was a bigger fan of Logan. I wanted Logan to win. I hated KSI like he did. Even though it was kind of for show. But yeah, I was a fan of both of them. So when Eddie Hearn was like, someone's going to get knocked out, it's like, okay, one of my content creators won't have their brain anymore, so there won't be any more videos from them, you know. But it didn't go that way. There was a few controversies. Yeah, Logan hit KSI when he was down, deducted some points that should or should not have been deducted, who knows. But they were, and that was that. You know, I'm a fan of both, so yeah, maybe I wanted Logan to win, but either way I'm happy because whoever won or lose, regardless of who won, who lost, they both won in this sense because YouTube is mainstream. I mean, until I saw the build-up in the last week, how serious KSI wanted to win and how hard he'd been training, I didn't really see a humble side to him. Logan, I know, can be humble, but was showing up for the camera in the press conferences, always winding up JJ. But JJ had the, I don't know, he had a mental edge, I think. Like, he knew that he could win. Maybe he didn't have an edge over Logan mentally, but in the ring, I think he did. Himself. And he put it into practice. When he trained by Jeff Mayweather, that does it, that'll help. But I saw the bond between KSI and Vidal Riley as coach. They're good mates. Vidal Riley, a silver medalist, boxer for Team GP, a pro boxer himself. And that connection I didn't see between Logan and Shannon Briggs. You know, so KSI already was slightly better boxer. Logan had size on his side, you know, that reach that KSI didn't have, and he mentioned that was difficult, like, to cope with, and he found a way around it, really. It was in the final press conference. KSI was like, I've never worked harder, blood, sweat and tears and all this. You could tell what it meant to him. And from then I was saying, okay, this is going to be worse for KSI if he loses. All the hype. I mean, Logan, he's had ups and downs all his life, and he said he's just going to be a meme again. That's it. That's as simple as it is. But yeah, Eddie Hearn, a pro boxing promoter, soon to be doing the Joshua Diaz Ruiz rematch. I don't know why I say Diaz, Ruiz, I don't know, it rhymes. But yeah, Logan's been through a lot. Think back to Tokyo and all the controversy and all the hatred, people wishing death on him and all this. It was redemption, really. It was a personal thing, and KSI just happened to be the guy he had to beat to overcome this personal thing. He needed some sort of challenge, but on the day I didn't have it. For a guy who they said lacked empathy, the fact that he didn't beat KSI kind of proved that he does, because he wasn't enough of an animal to want to seriously injure KSI, despite saying he wanted first round decapitation and all this. He didn't have that proper ambition to knock KSI's head off. I think KSI had more of that grit and determination in that sense. Don't get me wrong, they're both I both praise them for that and the hard work they put in. So it's a success story for both of them in that sense. And in Logan losing, I think he gained respect because he was very gracious despite losing. You know, not everyone can see that. It was a redemption fight, really. That's what I would see it as. I mean, do I think that Logan got deducted points fairly? And had he not been deducted those, would he have won? I don't know. I don't know if he would have won. It might have been a draw, but we didn't want another draw. Despite a third match being great financially for everyone, it's just not worth it. But think about it, they were both gracious at the end, you know, regardless of what they've been through. And there was respect for each other, you know, deep down somewhere. And you saw it when JJ was like, alright, and then shaked his hand, and that was it, and the beef was squashed.
Boxing is a gentleman's sport. A lot of scores have been settled in a ring just like this one. Logan Paul here to my left. Has this score been settled now? Do you guys at least respect each other as men, as warriors? All right. Alright, you know what? No, we gotta have some respect. Like, it takes a big man to get in the ring, and you're a big man, and you made me work. You made me work today, and you made me work last year as well. And hey, yo, thank you for a good fight, bro.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you for a good fight.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro. Respect all.
Even between Vidal and Shannon. So, peace all round, basically. I mean, think about it, Logan said he didn't enjoy being a dick to KSI. It was just to show up for the fight and the cameras. And I'm glad, because think of the content. If these guys do content together, it's just going to be too crazy. But I think it was True Geordie who said on one of his podcasts or videos about the fight, he said that like 20, 30 years from now, they're both going to be sitting back watching it, laughing about the beef they had, and they're going to be best friends, like Rocky and Apollo. Not that they're anywhere near that level of boxing. It's just good to see. I mean, could have just carried on with the beef. I mean, maybe it would have been different if KSI lost. He might have had some more beef, but it was settled, and that's it. And amazing to see Joe Weller and Ethan Payne, aka Bazinga, and Addison Gibb all commentating. YouTubers, you know, we're mainstream. You know, what's to say they don't take up punditry? in boxing or any other sport, because it's certainly possible. We're used to being in front of the camera, that's for sure. And to be honest, YouTube was never considered a serious thing for anyone till now. Really. I mean, it was for me and lots of other people. They made money, a serious graft. We made money off it, but now the mainstream can sit up and take notice. And think about it, Eddie Hearn took notice, definitely, and he made this fight great and built it up so well, and so did Logan and KSI. And Eddie Hearn said many times that because they're so good at marketing, because that's what they do every day through their careers, that part was easy. Whereas with real boxers it's the other way around. They already had the charisma and all that. I mean, the fight itself, of course, didn't have a knockout. It had controversy and knockdowns, but no knockout. But still a great fight. I mean, not on the level of normal boxers, but for them it was amazing, and they did everyone proud, I think. They did everyone proud. They're not boxers, neither of them, but they had the bravery and the guts to step in the ring, and they did all the work that the normal boxer does on the pro level to be able to step in that ring and put on a good show, because they are entertainers at the end of the day. And honestly, it was an emotional moment seeing them make peace after a year of beef or more that nobody knew was it real, was it fake, and maybe some of it was, but you need that instinct, a bit of hatred to want to step in the ring and fight someone. You can't be best buddies, can you? It just wouldn't work, and that's never the case in the story of boxing. Ruiz and Joshua. Now, I mean, Joshua has a lot more respect for Ruiz. Don't think he did in the first fight. They're both respectful of each other. I mean, you've got to respect your opponent, because at the end of the day, they're the ones you've got to beat to get their belts. See, I'm going to be talking about real boxing so much more. I always kind of liked boxing, I wasn't proper into it, but now I am a lot more. And think about the communities of the real boxing fans and YouTube, mixed now. Like YouTube fans, followers of these guys will be watching boxing and vice versa. To be honest, I didn't get why people boxed. People boxed till now. And that's clear. I mean, the discipline, the hard work you have to put in to get there. I respect that a lot, but it's that primal instinct of fighting someone in the ring. There's something like primal about it, like, the Colosseum, Rome, all these things, gladiators, it's that kind of feeling to it. And they both certainly were, Amazing to see two guys risk it all, despite not being real boxers. They didn't need to, they got all the money in the world and all the fame, but they did, for the sake of boxing, because they're both falling in love with boxing. And congrats to Billy Joe Saunders as well, who won on the undercard. A legendary boxer, one for the future, I would say. Definitely up there in terms of talent. But yeah, Logan Paul, KSI 2, it's done, it's over. There might be a few other YouTubers that want to fight. Gibb maybe wants to fight Jake Paul. Joe Grella maybe wants to fight someone. Again, he might be training up, I don't know. Because this has got everyone in the mood, really, for boxing. But it proves that YouTubers can just go on and do anything. Mainstream, regardless. People doing things outside their comfort zone as well. That's what this was. They're YouTubers and they're stepping in the ring. Something completely different. And they're both changed immensely as people since they started this. Logan said that he was a boy last year, he's a man this year. And he didn't let KSI win it easy, that's for sure. Whether the judges are to blame or not, that's the end of it. And for me, Logan shouldn't bother chasing it up, really. He's been gracious in defeat, and that's what will save him, I think, if the first fight didn't already. I mean, he's got KSI to thank in that sense. Yeah, he's definitely got to thank KSI, because if not for that fight, I don't know where he would have been. And the podcast does great, and vlogs as well, every now and then. But it's a great story and it's come to a close, and yeah, can't wait for the next big event or next time these two guys meet up. And for once they won't have beef. It's settled, and the ring does that. Step in the ring with someone, you're gonna settle a beef for sure. But yeah, that's my take on it really. I enjoyed it. I was up at 4 AM watching it, and I went to bed, and it was just amazing. I couldn't believe it finally happened after all the talk. No more talk, it was just down to two guys in the ring. Forget the lights, the cameras, because they can take all that, they're used to it. But yeah, I'd definitely do that sort of thing again. Get up to watch two YouTubers slug it out in the ring, or whatever it is. I mean, I'm definitely going to watch the Joshua Ruiz fight. That's a real fight. You know, can't wait for that. So yeah, that is it from me. I want to thank you guys for joining me once again. Hope you enjoyed the fight, and long live YouTube. Take it easy guys. Peace.